He was an electric point guard. He was drafted by the Warriors, but was traded to the Magic for Chris Webber, for the sole purpose of pairing him with another rising star, Diesel. Watching Shaq and Penny was like magic, bro. Before it was Shaq and Kobe, it was Shaq and Penny. Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy J Hub here. The evolution of the point guard is something to behold, bro. Magic Johnson truly changed the game. Did y'all know? Like, people don't really give Magic his flowers. Point guards were not that tall. They really weren't. Magic was the first 6'9" point guard that could do the things that he did with the ball. Along comes the 80s and the 90s, and then one of the greatest point guards to ever touch the floor hits, Penny Hardaway. I'm about to dive in and tell y'all what truly happened to him, what could have been, what we thought it was gonna be, and what caused what is. Let's get into it. So Penny was born in Memphis in July of 1971. Bro was born to ball. He played at Treadwell High in Memphis and even earned the Parade National Player of the Year out of Memphis, bro. That's unheard of, especially there. That was in 1990. He played at Memphis State University, which is now the University of Memphis, and then he went to the draft in 1993. He was drafted by the Warriors, but was traded to the Magic for Chris Webber, for the sole purpose of pairing him with another rising star, Diesel, barbecue chicken, Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. It was must-see TV, boy. Y'all, I was born in 1990. These were my very early years. This is when I started falling in love with the game, bro. Watching Shaq and Penny was like magic, bro. No pun intended. Watching Shaq and Penny like navigate throwing lobs, it was the Showtime Lakers all over again with more power, bro. Penny, he was an electric point guard. Gotta remember, bro, Penny was not my height. He wasn't like 6'3" or 6'4". Penny was 6'7". He was 2 inches shorter than Magic, playing point guard, bouncing. He has a coin move that I haven't seen used aside from Steph and Kyrie. I haven't seen used in the league today. It's a half spin step back into a three. It's normally a midi, but it was to a three. People don't even use that today, bro. It was like music, bro. Penny and Shaq's combination led to averages north of 60 points a game, like 20 assists. Penny and Shaq was crazy. Before it was Shaq and Kobe, it was Shaq and Penny. But before that, in 1991, Penny was shot. Did you know that? He was back home in Memphis, was rolling with one of his cousins, LaMarcus Golden, and he got stood up. Dude walked up to the car, asked him, hey man, you know how to get to so-and-so? Penny already knew what it was, bro. You already knew what it was. You come from that, you know what that is. Ricochet bullet popped him in the toe. You don't think you use your toes as much as you do, especially in sports, but you do. It was so bad that like Penny didn't think that he was gonna play again. He thought it was done before it even got started for real. Because Penny was averaging almost 40 in high school. Thought it was done, but God saw fit. Penny shook back after rehab and intensive therapy and stuff. They got the fragments. I think Penny is still walking around with fragments of the bullet in his foot, but he shook back, and what I just said before led to the rise of the Magic. But those injuries never truly go away. In college, Penny averaged about 23 points a game, 8 rebounds, and about 6 assists. And he even led them to the Elite 8. His rookie season, he averaged 16 points, 5 rebounds, I think like 2 steals, and 6 assists, I think. Started being featured in commercials called Lil Penny with Chris Rock and everything, man.
Picture this, a romantic comedy written directed by me, starring you and Tyra Banks, be a smash.
Yeah, that's fine, Spike. Listen, Spike, no disrespect, but I'm trying to watch my main man Penny dismantle the Knicks.
What's up, Spike? What's up?
Hey, Penny, pass it to Nick. No, not Nick. Horse. Penny, pass it to Horse. He's open. On the baseline. On the baseline. What? 5
Thanks,
seconds?
Penny. Thanks a lot.
Hey, just trying to help him, man. Now, Spike, about that film. Is this an action flick? Because I do my own stunts.
He made the Magic must-see TV in the 90s, man. Besides the Magic having one of the most iconic jerseys of all time. Everybody wanted that number 1, and everybody wanted that number 32. But by the 95 and 96 season, that's when Penny started coming into his own for real, having averages like 21, 7, and 7. Penny was a dog. He had already been selected to the All-Rookie First Team, and in his second season, he was an All-Star, unheard of. And then in 95, he helped Orlando to their first finals appearance. Now, they lost to Houston. They lost to the Rockets. Hakeem the Dream was Hakeem the Dream, bro. This is one of those years where Houston snuck some rings in with Mike. I mean, when Mike was in, it wasn't likely that you were able to get a chip, bro. I'm just being real. Hey, but no LeBron shade. We ain't this. I know y'all coming in the comments because of that. No LeBron shade. No LeBron. No shade to the GOAT. There's a Mount Rushmore. You mentioned 3 names when you think of the GOAT. I'm sidebarring for a second. 3 names. Call them out. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and who? Say it. Say it. It's okay. You can say it. LeBron James. That's what I thought. All right. Back to the story. The 97 and 98 season where Penny thought he was about to take off even further, and that's what we thought too, the injury started. His knees started failing on him, and it continued. That's when the Magic had to make a tough decision and trade Penny to the Suns. The injuries kept piling up, man. Penny's knees are bone on bone, man, and it happened early. Not to mention he still had bullet fragments in his toes and his feet. For this reason, we never fully got to see what Penny and Shaq would have been capable of long term. Shaq was gone to the Lakers, Penny was gone to the Suns, and the Orlando Magic took a terrible downfall, bro. Penny bounced around teams. Penny kept balling. Of course he kept balling. He was still a dog. He had some flashes. He ended up with the Miami Heat, man. Didn't really do much. He retired. We never fully got to see what Penny would have been like, man. Sports are rigorous. And unfortunately, they didn't have the medical science back then that they have now to kind of alleviate some of that. And, you know, the different stretches and different cryotherapy and things like that to extend the life of these players. And I mean, I'm telling you, man, y'all, bro, it's horrible on your knees. So if any young athletes listen to this video or watching this video, man, coming from somebody with experience, not to this extent, but coming from somebody with experience, take care of your body, take care of your knees, stretch before every practice, before anything, stretch. Ice bath, necessary. Get your mind right. Ice baths are necessary, bro. Take care of yourself. Because once it goes, and it's painful. You don't want to be on ibuprofen before and after practice and before and after every game, bro. You don't want to do that. Take care of yourself. Because that could have prevented Penny Hardaway from becoming the Penny Hardaway that we knew he was going to be long term. Yet and still, he's still one of the greatest point guards to ever touch the court. Look at LaMelo Ball. Same frame. LaMelo Ball is probably the closest point guard that we will see to Penny Hardaway. That's real life. Some people say Zach LaVine. I can see that. But LaMelo Ball plays more purely as a point guard than Zach LaVine does. You see shades of Penny. You see how that happens. You see how you get to see glimpses of players, glimpses of the past and other players. You see the influence. That's how great Penny was, man. And some of y'all watching, y'all watch basketball. Y'all know how good Penny was. Penny was lethal, man. And his handprints are all over the court. You can see his game. I just hate his knees didn't hold up, bro. But Penny's okay. Post-retirement, Penny has led the University of Memphis where he's a coach. And he has other leagues outside of coaching. He's mentoring young men to be able to, you know, make a living for themselves on the court and also like pull them out the streets and put a ball in their hand, man. Give them some discipline and structure because I promise the game is a dude's best teacher. I'm telling you, Penny's changing lives. He's changing Memphis. He's changing university's trajectory. And he's a hell of a coach, man. We always wonder what could have been, though. That same passion that Penny played with, he coaches with. It's evident to see. He doesn't take any BS and he demands excellence. This is the way that he demanded it with Orlando. As goofy as Shaq was, as goofy and playful as Shaq was, they were a terrible, terrible sight to see when you had to face them on that 94 feet of hardwood, man. What could have been. That's what happened to Penny Hardaway. A sad story, but that's ball, man. That's all I got for y'all today. As always, ball up top. Be blessed. God is. Holla at you.
Chew with me, not a little. Chew with me.